Good evening, class. Good evening, class. Are you in?
Good evening.
Yes, I can see you are in. Today we are going to talk about the unit of competence, demonstrate occupational safety and health practices. So, yes, I can see that is. I can see Alicia somewhere. Ernest. I can see Ernest there. Yes. Let me just admit one trainee here. Yes, I can see all of you are in. Let me just confirm. That's Maxwell. Maxwell.
I'm
Maxwell.
present.
Okay, I can see you.
Yes, present, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's continue. And before we continue, how was your day, Maxwell?
My day has been long.
Yes.
A lot of challenges. A lot of challenges for today, but we've made it.
Yes.
We thank God.
Yeah, God is good.
Yeah.
Even my day was good, even though it was not perfect, because I've just been telling one of my friends that we sent Mason Mount to Manchester United to go and take them down. He's an undercover. So even though he has gone there, he will take them down. And that's why my day was not good, because one of my best players has just joined my rival team. Okay, just allow me to take the roll call before we continue with today's class. Matthew Kirui. Matthew Kirui. Yes, just
Present.
yes. Ernest Kipngetich. Ernest. Tekla Kipkemei.
Present.
Kelvin Bogo.
Okay.
Elisha.
Present.
Okay. So I think we can continue with our class.
Amechoka ameenda.
Maxwell,
Ashakutaka
just
kukuoni.
Maxwell.
Yeah, yes.
Let me unmute you. Okay. So Elisha, can you remind us what we learned last time? We learned about safety. Can you define safety for us, please? Yes.
Okay, I can say safety is actually taking care of yourself when you're working in a workshop, and also taking care of the tools.
Very well said. Taking care of yourself, your safety, your health, and also taking care of the tools. So, having said that, please allow me to share the screen so that we can talk about what we intended to do today. I hope everybody is seeing my screen. Can you see my screen? Yes, can you see my screen? Somebody to confirm?
Yes, we are seeing.
Okay. So, the unit of competence is to demonstrate occupational safety and health practices. And of course, you know me, I am Mr. Daniel Kiliswa. So, we are in element 2 and it says identify workplace hazards and risk. And the session title for today's session is hazards and risk indicators in the workplace. So, by the end of today's lesson, you should be able to explain the meaning of terms in occupational safety and health, that is OSH, in the workplace, and you should also be able to identify workplace hazards and risk indicators. So let's begin with definition of some terms here. What comes into your mind if you hear about occupational safety and health? Ernest?
Sorry?
Can you define for us occupational safety and health?
Occupation safety and health practices are the practices that should be employed when doing engineering works.
Yeah, very well said. Very well said. Yeah, this is just an area of public health that focuses on the illness and the injury trends in the workplace. Now, Matthew, what's a hazard? What comes into your mind when you hear about something like workplace hazard? Tekla? Maxwell?
Okay, what comes to my mind is something dangerous.
Yeah, very good. It's something that is dangerous and it can cause harm to a person. So, let us now identify some types of workplace hazards. And I can give you an example. It's like physical hazard, and when you hear about physical hazards, these are things that can deal with that can harm our physique, and they just include like the impact, the illumination, pressure, noise, vibration, extreme temperature, and radiation. Another hazard is biological hazards. And biological hazards are bacteria, viruses, plants, parasites, mites, molds, fungi, insects, and they can also harm a person. We also have chemical hazards, and chemical hazards include dust, fibers, mist, fumes, smoke, gases, vapors. The list is long. We also have some ergonomic hazards, and these are psychological factors, and they are also physiological factors. Psychological factors, they cause excessive force, and they can cause problems in your brain or in your mind. Physiological factors they include the monotony, personal relationship, and workout cycle. We also have some safety hazards, which include unsafe workplace condition, and they include the confined space, excavations, falling objects, gas leaks, electrical, poor storage of materials and waste, spillage, waste, and debris. Then another one is Unsafe Workers Act. Here we talk about smoking effect of limited areas, substances, and alcohol abuse. I'm sure you have been experiencing some cases whereby people smoke in public. Others come when they are excessively drunk, and they can cause unsafe working conditions. So, somebody to give us a summary of what we have talked about, because we have talked about some workplace hazards. We have identified the workplace hazards. So, who can just give us a summary of some of the hazards that we have talked about? Ernest, can you mention some hazards that you have talked about, please?
We have one physic hazard.
Yes.
Physical hazard.
Yes, physical hazards. Yes. Another one?
Chemical hazards.
Yes, good. Chemical hazards. Another one? We have also talked about biological hazards. Yes, another one? Yes. We have talked about ergonomic hazards. We have also talked about Unsafe Working Act. Okay, so this is just a summary of what we have talked today. We have talked about occupational hazards, and they include physical hazards, chemical hazards, biological hazards, mechanical hazards, psychosocial hazards. These all are occupational hazards. So, does anybody who have a question up to that point? Okay, if there is no question, I will assume that all of us have understood. So if you have not asked me a question, please allow me to ask you a question. Now, this is the assignment that we are going to do. The assignment is state 10 safe working procedures in the workplace due by 10th of July 2023. It will be on Monday. Make sure that you have done this assignment. And if there is no other business, allow me to say that this marks the end of our lesson. And thank you very much for coming and attending my class. Goodbye. And before before we leave, if someone wants to say something, I can give you that time now. Yes? Okay. Allow me to end the meeting. See you next time. We'll continue in discussing about the workplace hazards.